Hello there. It's a new video in a brand new year, 2025. Happy New Year, by the way. I hope this year is going to be wonderful for you. That being said, we have to talk about something. And you guys know that I usually don't talk about any sensitive topics, no political topics, but I just have to get something off my chest. I think I can speak for everyone in the world, actually, that the last couple of weeks has been rough. And yeah, we have to talk about that thing that keeps us all awake at night. And that's the question, why do dinosaur games suck? Yes, we have to talk about it. Why do all dinosaur games suck? All right, and before you go to the comment section like, no, but this game, shut up. Shh. All dinosaur games suck. And in this video, I'm going to go through many of them, and I'm gonna tell you why they suck. And if you still disagree at the end of the video, then you are qualified to tell me why I'm wrong, all right? First game on the list actually doesn't suck, so this is like the worst video ever, but it's still not like a good video game. First of all, the hardware and you know, the quality of games back in those days, and I think this was like around 1993, I'm pretty sure it was around the release of the movie. Video games just weren't that good. It's a very old game. Most of you guys weren't even born yet.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Oh, I remember this. Like, most of the game, you were playing from this perspective, like a top-down type of camera. And whenever you enter like a building, then the game would transform in some sort of first-person shooter. I'm not sure you can even call it a shooter because you don't get to shoot too much, but it had two different types of gameplay. I think it's this part where you get to see that. Yeah, it really reminded me of like Wolfenstein or Duke 3D. And the first time I saw a raptor like this, it was just there very briefly, it just scared the living hell out of me. There was just something so scary about a dinosaur standing there made out of like 3 pixels. And even though I have fond memories of this game, it's mostly nostalgia. Because even back then I thought the game was being held back by its hardware, didn't look good. The game direction, the difficulty, and the overall quality was all over the place. So no, not a good game, not a good game. The next game on the list, it was a platformer, also a licensed Jurassic Park game. I'm not sure on which system I played the game, but I do remember playing a platformer Jurassic Park game with the action being all over the place. You suddenly were like a James Bond type of Alan Grant, shooting every dinosaur on sight. Look at those graphics! Anyhow, as you can tell from the gameplay, it's very choppy. It's not that good. I loved it back then, but that was only because I was obsessed with dinosaurs and also Jurassic Park. So still no good dinosaurs games. Then I played the Turok games. Yeah, like this is like the perfect frame to explain my criticism. At the start of the game, it all starts like perfect. It's very primitive. You have this knife in your hand, if I remember correctly. Yes. So while the first levels are great, the game eventually turns into some sort of fantasy sci-fi game with all sorts of monsters. It definitely jumps the shark. It's almost like games back then didn't really respect how cool like just basic dinosaurs were. They always had to make it more extreme. And to me, it just completely broke the immersion. So I love Turok, but I don't consider it a dinosaur game. It's this fantasy shooter. I don't know what to call it. And it's obviously a personal preference, but I rather prefer to fight an actual T-Rex in the jungle than some cyborg T-Rex in a whatever base this is. I think the closest thing that we ever got is the Dino Crisis game. Oh yeah, man, this is so nostalgic. I think this was the first time that I really felt that the developers respected the dinosaur creature. It was scary. A dinosaur encounter actually meant something. Oh, there's a dinosaur! There you go. It's a T-Rex, baby. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Alright, you're embarrassing yourself, T-Rex. I mostly remember the velociraptors. Are they here? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, all right. It looks very dated, and even back then, I felt like it was more like a mod to the Resident Evil games with the locked cameras and all. So you know, it's pretty good, but it's very outdated. And me personally, I really prefer the first-person perspective that you are actually in the world, and I also prefer a bigger world like a jungle or an island instead of those narrow hallways that you usually see in those Resident Evil games. All right, so far, no good dinosaur games just yet. The next one that you're seeing right now is the Park Builder Genesis. I think it's a officially licensed park builder game by Jurassic Park. It was cool. It was very cool, actually. I really like this game. But still, it's not the dream game that I'm talking about. I want a immersive first person, maybe third person, but preferably first person game that puts you on an island and actually survive against, you know, real, you know, quote unquote, real dinosaurs instead of like aliens and monsters and cyborgs. But the Park Builder was very cool. And there's this spiritual successor called Jurassic World Evolution. I only played the first one, I think, but I definitely had lots of fun with this one as well. It's a bit more limited in scope and in the things that you get to do with the park itself and the customization, but it did lots of things very good. And I honestly had a blast creating my own Jurassic Park. But again, not my dream dinosaur game, no. And then there was the announcement trailer of my biggest gaming disappointment in history, Ark Survival Evolved. Maybe I'm offending a bunch of people right now because I think the game is still pretty popular, but this was such a disappointment to me. When I saw this trailer, I was hyped because, you know, it's a first-person game in the jungle. The guy is obviously exhausted and in panic. You hear those stamping T-Rex sounds in the back. Something is chasing the dude. Quick interaction. Close the doors. And then, voila, a big scary T-Rex being menacing at all. This was supposed to be like an open world game where you get to play in a multiplayer setting as your own guy. You start naked on the beach and slowly but steady you can progress, you can make your base. You're gonna encounter dodos and dinosaurs and have lots of adventures. I didn't really like the idea of, you know, sitting on top of dinosaurs, riding them. It kind of takes away the scariness of the dinosaur, in my opinion. But still, the trailer got me intrigued and I was very, very ready to play this game. Because I also like games like Rust and H1Z1 and DayZ. And this seems to be like the perfect love child between those types of games and dinosaurs. But that's not at all how the game ended up. Let me just start a random stream on Twitch. Like, this is your typical Ark experience. Like, whatever is sitting on the thing, a giant beaver or whatever it is, it's a dude in a costume of a dinosaur. I don't know, man. This is not the game that I was promised in the trailer. Let me start another one to prove myself wrong. What is going on here, man? Is this even the same game? I also don't like the fact how they added all those other things like jetpacks. Yeah, just look at one more to prove me wrong. Yeah, well, like, I'm not... What are those even? Why are the dinosaurs glowing? I don't know. It's more like... I feel like they put the dinosaurs on the back seat like some overglorified Tamagotchi, and everything just looks unfinished. The way how dinosaurs are clipping through each other. Don't get me wrong, I tried to enjoy this game, but it just really felt like they put thousands of features on a pile, and then afterwards they were just trying to clean up the mess, and they created a game that basically wants to be everything, but doesn't succeed in being one thing, if that makes any sense. Like, what are you doing, man? This isn't Fortnite. And don't get me started with saying things like, just play the primitive mode and then you can create your own Ark experience. No, because eventually I will come across characters like this.
What you mean ugly ass, bro?
What is this? Why can you create characters like this? This should be illegal. This should be very illegal. Also, why is Vin Diesel, or whatever however he's called, What is he doing there? It looks so stupid. The next game on the list is called The Isle. This is actually a very good game. It's just not my dinosaur dream game. You get to play as a dinosaur, and I think you can start from a little dinosaur puppy, and then you can grow your character to like a giant T-Rex in this case. And I think there are many different dinosaurs that you can play as. And I think it's a multiplayer game. You can play as like the herbivores or carnivores. You can roam in packs or just be like a solo badass T-Rex. And it's a sandbox game. Very cool. Another game that has caught my attention, I think already 10 years ago or maybe longer, is this game called Primal Carnage. But it's basically Call of Duty with dinosaurs. So sure, it's cool and all, but it's just not my dinosaur dream game. I never played it and I don't feel like playing it, to be honest. And I'm sure it's a cool game. Look at me. They scream. Yeah, people are probably having so much fun with this, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. And we are ending this video with my favorite bad, good dinosaur game. And I say it that way because it was just a mess of a game in terms of quality. I think they never really finished it, and they just said, all right, ship it. We're done with this, with the development. Again, it's a official licensed game called Trespasser. You had this immersive intro in a plane, crashing down. Pretty much crash landing on Jurassic Park. Or Side B, I think they crash landed on the other island. Anyhow, they crash landed on a Jurassic Park with dinosaurs. And this game was really ahead of its time. I can probably make a full video about it, but there are already a bunch of them out there because this game somewhat became a classic, a cult classic. Even in its bad state, it kind of left a big impression. And this game was really revolutionizing, mainly because of one thing. They tried to mimic your arm and hand movement. Just like a VR game, actually. They were really ahead of their time. You can see right now, they have to align the iron sight with the barrel. There was no UI, no HUD. The game was always telling you how many bullets there were in your game by holding and looking at the gun. And as you can imagine, the controls were horrible. Horrible. They also made it so that in the game you were injured, so the game developers didn't have to think about your left arm. So your left arm, you cannot use it. So theoretically, this is my dream game, and even back then I could play this game all day. I was extremely obsessed with it. Even though every dinosaur looked like they had too much beer to drink. Every dinosaur is drunk in this game. Like, look at him. Velociraptor doesn't compute, doesn't know how to Velociraptor anymore. Yeah, right. It's a buggy mess, but my kid brain was just all over this game, man. I truly loved this game back then. Oh yeah. This. Now I'm not just being a perv here. They were pretty original with the health bar. Yeah, there you go. The heart tattoo. You know, the more you get hit, the more filled up the heart gets and red and all, and that's how you could see your health because you don't have a UI, no HUD. So that was very cool. And you can imagine this 12-year-old kind of liking this view because of the original idea, of course. I always had and still have a very innocent brain. So that's it. I think I successfully convinced you guys that there are no good dinosaur games out there. They're all bad. They all suck. The games are either too old, too ugly, or they completely jumped the shark in terms of dinosaur design or gameplay. There's one game that I really enjoyed recently. Let me go back real quick. We're not done just yet. I covered it. It's my last video, I think. It's a game called Primal Planet. Yeah, I had a blast playing this game. Even though it's like a game mimicking the design of the good old retro pixel art games, this game actually has polished gameplay. It's not like a mess in terms of playability, difficulty, and overall bugginess. This is a very good game. It's still a demo, so I haven't played the full game yet. But if you're looking for a good dinosaur game, you should definitely wishlist Primal Planet.
Stealing the dinosaurs.
You know, and I don't necessarily dislike fantasy. In this case, having the UFOs there, it's still in harmony with the more primitive style of your own character in his own world. So you can definitely strike a good balance with sci-fi and fantasy. All right, let me know in the comment section why you agree with me or not. You know, it's all just fun and games. Don't take me too seriously. I'm going to record some more video after this video about the upcoming games on my Steam wishlist. It's mainly games that I haven't played yet or aren't even released. Games that I'm very hopeful of. So make sure to watch that video too. I'm going to link it directly after this video because I'm gonna upload them simultaneously. So yeah, see you guys around, alright? Bye-bye.